Actually, I feel almost bound to speak about stewardship because for many years, I didn't have the wherewithal to provide any financial help. I was a single mother raising a couple of little girls. So I consoled myself with the thought that I gave by my presence, that I sang in the choir or I helped with ushering or whatever. And as time has gone on, and I found this wonderful Christ Church, and suddenly something opened up in my heart, and I thought, I really need to give to this church, not just my presence, but the money, the time, the talent, the treasure, because this church is a treasure. It is a home for so many of us. I saw on Facebook the other day a question, are there any Episcopalians out there? What's a good church? I want to let you know that while I did respond for Christ Church, the overwhelming response was Christ Church is a home. Christ Church is a community. So please, give to keep this community warm and solvent and giving and a real presence in the lives of everyone in our community. Thank you.
Well, hi everybody, good morning. So I am Missy. I've been coming to Christ Church for about a year now. So I was attending online before the first time I came, which was Christmas Eve last year. So for those of you that were here, you remember how cold and windy it was that day. But you know, I had the benefit of growing up in a really great church family. My great-grandfather was a pastor, so I knew what it meant to have good church family, even though it was small, probably about 25 people average attendance. And unfortunately, I also had the experience of not such a great church community, which was where I was before I ended up here. And I had been out of church for a while, had not lost my faith, but was just really hurt by the experience that I went through and just had to take some time to heal. But of course, things sometimes kind of kick you into action. And for me, that was when I had Melody back in 2019, had very severe complications and almost did not make it home. And so, you know, when you're going out to the neonatal intensive care unit for every day for 2 months, you kind of get a new perspective on things and what that means to you. And sitting and talking with the chaplain a lot kind of got me to the point that I knew what I wanted for myself, for her. And so I kind of started thinking about what I wanted, didn't really know yet. And then when Melody was about 7 months old, I really got kicked into high gear when my dad was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. So I knew that at some point I was going to lose him. I didn't know when that would be. So had kind of started attending, got involved, got in small group, really started to get to know people, which was a great blessing for me because about 3 months before I lost my dad, I actually lost my stepdad to brain cancer very unexpectedly and very quickly, meaning that I lost all 3 of my parents within a span of 5 years to cancer. So being an only child, that's a pretty lonely feeling. I knew that, you know, having come from that church community when I was a kid, I knew what I wanted and what I was looking for. And from the day I stepped foot here, this was it. And I have just felt welcomed and loved. And, you know, the thing that I could say to take away from it is, you know, thank you to all of you that have poured your hearts into me. And hopefully we can do the same for you.